Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robin, and welcome to Digital Wilds. This is what will possibly be the last episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, those of you who have not watched the live stream I put up a couple of weeks ago will notice that we are dealing with a slightly damaged Mario in a purple outfit, and that is because I have done the Pit of 100 trials. That means that I am on 999 coins, which is the cap. I am on level 30, which makes me a superstar in the game's terms. So things are looking pretty good. So I'm just going to go heal up, and then we will head into Chapter 8. So while we've got money to burn, I might as well head back into Rogueport Town Centre and just see if there's anything we can pick up from Charlieton or the Bad Shop. Nope, doesn't look like it. He's down to pretty much the last of his supplies. So we'll head upstairs, get a quick heal at the inn, and then see where we're heading from there. While we're in here, we'll run into our brother Luigi, who we haven't seen since the end of the last chapter. So let's have a little chat with him and see what he's been up to. This here is Bluey, the blooper, who seems to be fried to a crisp, and let's find out what happened there. I scaled Hate Song Tower the other day and rescued the fair Princess Eclair. That's one adventure I'm never going to forget. Nope, it was just too exciting. Okay, let's have a little hear about what happened in Hate Song Tower then. Hate Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly open to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I even tried to call out Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe, because as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced that evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, jumped onto his chest, and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center into the Chestnut King's skull. Hope powered me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for my moment. The tension stung me. Schwack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. With that sound as my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then, I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next, a nightmare thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair. It was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch, and that's about it. Huh, you think there's more to the story than that? Not at all, that's it. That's the whole of the story of the quest for Princess Eclair. The end. But my adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. Nope, and I'm sure we'll see those in another game at some point, but yeah, for now that is the end of the Luigi quest, and not quite the end of its involvement in the game, though. You can end up buying the Luigi books, which I may do at some point. There's going to be a kind of mop-up episode, I think, at the end of this run, where I sort of plough through all the stuff I haven't done yet. Now, in the Bad Shop, an extra damage dodge is quite tempting. The ability to boost my guards is, yeah, quite handy to have, so I'll have that. I don't have Piercing Blow, so I might as well grab that as well. That lets me sort of get through enemies' defences. Other than that, I think we're good. The rest of the game should be doable. We're a very high level now, so there's no real need to sort of, you know, stock up on new stuff. I think we're pretty much good to go. We've beaten the biggest challenge in the game, which is the Pit of 100 Trials, so any remaining, you know, actual plot-relevant challenges are going to be relatively easy to get through. Now, before we head into the 1,000 Year Door, we've got a couple of decisions to make. I've got myself 7 spare badge points going, and obviously the big badges from the Pit of 100 Trials, Lucky Day and Return Postage, are 7 badge points each, which means I could take them, but it would use up all my available points, or I could equip some more stuff that will make it easy to get through the dungeon. So just kind of a little think about that. I'm going to make sure I've got Ice Power equipped, because there's a lot of flame enemies in this dungeon coming up that I want to be able to stomp on. I think Last Stand has made itself relatively irrelevant, so I'm going to unequip that. I'm not using Charge very much, so that frees up another couple of points. So with that, I think I'll re-equip Multi-Bounce. I will equip Lucky Day for the 20% dodge chance, and I'll equip Piercing Blow so I can get through enemies' defences. That seems like a reasonable spread for now, and I can possibly equip some more stuff if things come up later. Now, let's have a little chat with Professor Frankly here. Okay, so what we'll need to do is jump on the dais, and our crystal stars should open the door for us. Okay, and with that, the door illuminates, and the final challenge opens for us. Once again, some very nice visual effects in this game. I'm a big fan. It's before the series started making everything literally into paper. It was more of a pop-up book representation of things that were supposed to be real. Yeah, if this was Sticker Star, the door would have sort of peeled away like a sticker. Okay, the entrance to the Palace of Shadow has been opened. And before Princess Peach falls victim, let's get in there and stop this cataclysm. And the door slams shut behind us. That's kind of just there for effect. We actually can leave if we need to go back to Rogueport and stock up on anything, but we shouldn't need to. And here we go. Chapter 8. 1000-Year Door. So the Palace of Shadow is actually quite an annoying dungeon. It's very gloomy, and there's a lot of puzzles and stuff to get through. It's very long, so this may be an extra long video special for you, but I do want to get things finished off this episode, so I'll be ploughing on until it's done. This place is freaky, but we don't have a choice, Mario. We've got to get in there and save Peach before this gets out of hand. Right, let's get this done then. So, here we are in the first room. Not a huge amount to do in here, if I'm honest. There might be some star pieces and things, so I will be having Mrs. Mouse out occasionally just to scan the room for items. Nope, we're good to go, so press on. There's some lovely effort on the decoration in this place. A lot of detail on the walls and the patterns and so on. Anything hidden down here? Yes! Oh, bloody stopwatch. The game's constantly giving me stopwatches. Right, okay. So, we get some swoopulars. These guys are fairly easy to take down. Might have to get Flurry out if they stick to the rafters, but as long as they don't do that. There we go. Dealing plenty of damage now after the pit, so not a problem. I might get around to the point of equipping Bump Attack in this dungeon just to speed things up a bit, because I'm not gaining much XP from these enemies, so being able to clear them easily might be actually quite useful. This, by the way, is the Superstar stage, and there's a lot of sort of stage effects and stuff that can happen in here. They've managed to make it sync quite well with the Palace of Shadow aesthetic in the background, so I'm actually quite a fan of that. So I've just done equipped Lucky Day and equipped Bump Attack, and I might as well equip another thing as well. Let's have Happy Heart, why not? And this should mean that enemies that no longer give XP from battling, I can defeat by just hitting them. Although, that apparently doesn't work. Well, in theory that should have worked, but apparently not. So, oh well, I'll keep it equipped and see if it works in some of the against some of these enemies. If not, then it might come to a point where I'm just I just de-equip it and go back to just cutting these battles out for you. Okay, so shooting star in here. That's very useful to have. And we've got an original dry bones here. We fought plenty of these in the pit. So seemingly Bump Attack is having absolutely no effect in this place. It might be that I need to level up more, but these are enemies that should be being destroyed by this. I'm going to see if it works against the bullet bills here. Yes, it does! Haha! So we can now take an entire storm of fire from these guys. Excellent. Well, this makes this room a lot easier. I am Superman. I am Super Mario. Well, Super Wario. I wonder if it works against the cannons. No, it doesn't. Oh, well, we want to battle against these guys anyway because we haven't got them in the tattle log yet. A Bullet Bill Blaster files bombshell bills. HP 10, defense 4, so they are very, very tough. But we should be able to, using Piercing Blow, get through their armor fairly easily. Still take a couple of turns to get rid of them, but 9 HP in a single hit, not bad at all. Oh! And yeah, there we go. One of the stage effects from the Superstar ranking. Okay, so now Gumilla can only do 4 damage, so what I'll do is I'm going to multi-bounce these guys. Take down one of the cannons. I will need to scan a bombshell bill at some point, actually. But nonetheless, can equip Mrs. Mouse for now. She can get through the armor. And so we should be able to take this guy down next turn. Okay, so just a quick switch over to Goombella. Get this bombshell bill tattled. HP 3, attack 6, defense 2. Very easy to take down. You just don't want to get hit by them. But as long as you can take them out on the first turn, not a problem. Ah, I thought I would take out the cannon on that occasion, but apparently not. Well, Grimilla can take that down. And there we go. Oh, and Melee's Curse comes in and doubles our XP from 1 to 2. Thank you very much. It may interest you to know that we're getting very close to the end of the tattle log here. We have 9 enemies remaining. Number 15, which I guess is some sort of Koopa. We've got one of the Boneses, I guess. I think that will come up in this chapter. One of the Magic Koopas. And then a few more. We've got most of the normal enemies. One of the dragons. That will come up. And then I guess a few bosses that are coming up towards the end of the chapter. So, yeah, not much left at all. And we might well complete the tattle log by the end of this run. I've gone ahead and de-equipped the bump attack badge because I wasn't getting much out of it. What I would like to have instead is the... I don't know if I can get this... Aha! Well, that was well done by me. I need to get that badge. Yeah, I would rather have the extra dodge chance that comes from having Lucky Day equipped, because that's a 20% dodge chance, I believe. Right, if I can... That badge, All or Nothing. Okay, All or Nothing is an excellent badge, and it's a shame you get it so late in the game. 4 BP, and it raises your attack by 1 every time you complete a action command successfully. So I'm wondering if there's anything I can de-equip to get this working. It's rather difficult, actually. I might have to wait and then equip it if I get a level up later in the chapter. It would be nice to have, although I'm not struggling at the moment to defeat enemies in one go. There are swoopula spawns in this room. They seem to be singular. You only get one at a time, which at this stage of the game is very easy, because you can usually take them down in one go. Even if, you know, I wasn't using a superpowered post-pit Mario, it would still be quite easy given the Ultra Boots and so on. As it is, I'm getting first strikes, so the battle is almost entirely pointless. Oh, I've managed to send myself all the way back to the beginning of the room. This is why you want to be careful with the spike room. Just got to take little baby steps forward, because they do spawn a little bit ahead of where you're going to be stepping. Now, I think I've got to go up on this one, because the spikes spawn at the bottom. Yeah, they spawn right there. So, anyway, that's sorted that. In this room, we have that classic Mario obstacle, the fire bar. One of the curious things about this, which you're never told, is as you jump over them, they start spinning faster. And if you keep doing so, I think it takes quite a lot of jumps. It's 7 or 8. They will keep speeding up. And after enough jumps, they will disappear. And they will spawn coins. The problem is that there's no real point in doing that, because by this point in the game, coins are fairly useless. I mean, they're not... Okay, they don't do nothing, but you're going to have quite a lot of them, and anything that you require coins for, you've probably done before heading into this chapter. So, it does sort of remove the point. Anyway, with ice power equipped, these guys are no problem at all. So we can continue on through the... except that... Yes, okay, that is one reason for getting rid of the fire bars. Getting bounced out of encounters does sometimes make you just stand still for a second and you will get burned. So, that's not ideal. But other than that... also, if you jump over one fire bar in this dual fire bar thing, they go out of sync. So that's quite kind of fun. Ah, okay, this one I need to be in tube form. Got it. But an easy enough puzzle once that does happen, provided you don't get caught in the spawn point. Okay, so this is a large room, which means there's going to be something unpleasant spawning. And fans of this series may remember something similar in Chapter 1. There we go, we got this strange dry bones, who says, "None shall pass by, let those who would disturb her sleep fall into the depths of endless darkness," and yeah, attempts to make that happen with a storm of dry boneses, which my emulator is holding up to quite admirably. And what we need to do is we need to chase down this guy and start a battle with him, basically. If you leave this too long, they will swarm you and you will die. So you want to be a bit careful. In Chapter 1, it just kicks you out of the room. But yeah, in this one, you do actually have a game over. So you want to be hammering them as you go. And chasing this guy down is actually surprisingly difficult. There's a lot of them in the way, and he's quite agile. So kind of want to corner him. There we go. Okay, so this shouldn't be too bad, but a little bit of a mini-boss here. I think this will finish off, yet one of our 9 remaining tattle slots, Dark Bones. HP 20, attack 5, defense 2. Not actually that bad. You do want to use fire to take him out, though. So, you know what? We've got plenty of FP to burn. I'm going to go over to Bobbery, and we'll make this easy on ourselves. Quick multi-bounce, just to do some damage to everyone concerned. And now we just need to survive the coming onslaught. Ow. Ow. Hey, nice one. Okay, getting better at the super guarding, just as long as they don't take down Bobbery before he can do his attack. And it's our first time using Bob-Bombast. You basically just charge up and do a massive explosion to everyone on screen. Explosions, of course, destroy dry bones off the bat, so that leaves us with just this guy's takedown, and a power bounce should do the job. There we go, and finally we found an enemy that still gives us some star points. 3, in fact. Okay, and the dry bones is flee, and that gets us the first key of the palace. Just heading back over to Gumbella, and it should be easy enough to get through this room unscathed. So, first mini-boss down, into another corridor. Get ourselves an Ultra Shroom, which is very nice to have, now that I'm getting a decent amount of HP. That's kind of useful to hang on to. Mini Mr. Mini is basically not very good. Oh, okay. Gonna re-equip the Bump Attack badge quickly, because we are back into Bullet Bill territory, and I'd rather not have to faff around with these guys. Quick spin jump should manage to take out one of the cannons nice and early. Quick hammer blow should do enough damage to this guy. And, yeah, over to Mrs. Mouse, and this guy should go down without much of a hassle. I don't think there's many more cannon sections in this game. I think there might be one more later on in the dungeon. Okay, and down they go. My coin supply is getting topped up nicely after my badge purchases earlier. Gonna unequip Bump Attack. Might as well equip All or Nothing, because we're getting a lot of attacks in at the moment. Piercing Blow and Damage Dodge can come back in, sure, why not? Oh, I've got an extra badge point. I should probably use that somewhere. Where can that go? Hammer Throw, why not? Could come in useful. Right, another row of cannons back here, so time to just Superman our way through those. Okay, and that's another rank of cannons cleared. So, an octagonal room does not exactly bode well, because it implies there's going to be lots of enemies to deal with, as is my memory. So let's just see if we can get some super hammer action going on. In fact, I'll probably skip to when I've taken all these guys out. So in this badge block here, we get the P up, D down, P, which raises my partner's attack power by 1 in exchange for lowering the defense. Most of them don't have any defense, so that's a really good trade-off. Let's see, what have I got here? Jam and Jelly, which is a plus 52 FP. Well, I'll trade out a Slow Shroom. Whoever uses Slow Shrooms, especially when I've got Happy Heart equipped. Okay, and with that done, Mrs. Mouse says there's something in here, so I'm assuming it's going to be a floor panel. And if I were the game designer, I'd put it right in the middle. Okay, maybe it was just a coin spawn or something that she now says there's nothing in here. Onwards, and let's see what awaits us next. So, we got ourselves a puzzle room. So, in these rooms, there are 4 torch brackets. One of them will be lit. You go through the one that's lit. It's not actually particularly difficult. I can't remember the exact order, but I think it is the same every time. Yeah, that's right. On to the next one. I think it's up for this one. Yep. I mean, this is a children's game, so I can hardly give it too many points for inventiveness on the puzzles, but this really isn't very mentally challenging. Okay, down again. And up for this one. And down again. And this takes us through to this mysterious tower with quite a lot to do in this area. As you'll probably see, there are chain chomps, there are pipes, there is background material, So there's quite a lot to go on. So, first things first, we've got ourselves a Chain Chomp statue here, clearly blocking a pipe. What we do is we chuck Bobbery into its mouth and blow that up, and that gives us access to the background. So hop down here and we'll see a block that needs to be whacked. Which shifts the statue out of the way, revealing a boat panel. Now that's the first piece of the puzzle. Chain Chomps need to be taken down, of course, so we'll do that now. Wonder if we're powerful enough to just take out a Chain Chomp. Oh. Well, we're definitely not if we miss the all or nothing command. And yeah, Gumbella can't get through the armour. Okay, that's suboptimal. Although my dodge chance has helped me out there. Okay, so we can penetrate the armour, but not all that well. Okay, this is going to call for Mrs. Mouse, I think. Fortunately, Chomps are very easy to superguard. Like so. So that's one way you can take them down, even if you can't get through the armour. Okay, and I'll just go take out the other batch of Chomps so that we can get through our puzzling adventure in peace. Got ourselves lots of coins here, which is going to swiftly become useless because we're about to hit the coin cap again. I get the feeling there's things hidden in this area, but it might be one for once the enemies are all defeated. As you'll see, quite a lot of area here to cover. One of the biggest open areas in the game, I believe. Chomps are actually kind of hard to use all or nothing on because the hitbox for them is so weird. Just wondering if, yeah, probably the easiest way to do this is to use coops and then shell slam them. Like so, because that pierces the fence and can take them out very swiftly. Nice opportunity here to cheaply top up on all our HP and FP for only 10 coins, which is very good value for this late in the game. Now that those guys are down, we can head over here and we should be able to take down the other Chain Chomp. Okay, and with that, the other boat panel is complete and we can get ourselves access to the tower. The tower is one of the best bits of this game, I think. It combines the sort of mystery aspect with an element of wackiness and some good puzzling, and I just think it's it's better than just slogging away through loads of enemies. Righto, so in this tower, I'll show you how it works before we head up and do it. You've got this central staircase with this rather lovely twirling effect, and you've got 2 floors of doors. Behind each one lies a puzzle. What you need is 8 keys in order to access 8 pedestals that will form around this astrolabe thing. In order to activate the astrolabe, we'll need a star key, which I can't quite remember where we get it. But in any case, we may as well make a start, so let's have a little look at what's going on here. So, each room will have a set of instructions on the wall. Beyond, 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 complete all 7 before, before. So, beyond, 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 before, before. And that will then spawn as a chest. Should we open that up, get ourselves a palace key. So in this room we have an indestructible block and a stone destructible block on top. So, and the same is reversed here. You need to hit that block in order to get the chest. 4 stones, twin stones. 2 are 1, 1 is 2. So, what do we need to do? We need to whack that block there. And then leave this room, because we can't complete it yet. On to room number 3, and let's see what that has to offer us. All you see isn't all there be. Touch it to pass through it. So what we need to do here is just walk through the wall. And there we have the second of our keys. And on to room number 4. The unseen may yet be felt. Be it here, be it there. Okay, so we've got an immovable object in the middle of the room here. We know how to deal with these. It's not much of a puzzle by this stage. So Flurry gets to come out for what will probably be the last time in the game. And there we go. Key number 3. So up to floor 2. And let's have a little look at what lies within these rooms. Ah, enemies. But we don't just have to defeat them. We have to defeat them in the correct order. So I'm just going to quickly sneak around these guys and see what it says. Let fall the weakest, then build to the strongest. Okay, so how this works is I'm going to defeat the dull bones, the green one, and then the dry bones, and then the red bones, and then the dark bones. Now we'll see if I can pull this up in one go, or I'll have to leave and spawn the room again. So, first one down. Now let's see if we can take out the dry bones. These guys shouldn't be too tough. At least I think this guy's the second weakest. It may actually be the red bones, but I'm not sure. Okay, and then this guy. Yeah, only 5, so... I was wrong, I'm going to need to do this room again. We fought that guy in Chapter 1, I suppose, so it shouldn't have been a surprise that he was the, he wasn't the second weakest, but, okay, well, we'll leave and come back in. Okay, so, Dull Bones, you first. Then Mr. Red Bones. Then over to Dry Bones. Then the first member of the DB crew, Dark Bones. Nice and easy to take out now. Some very rare enemy XP there, 2 for us. I think we might get in 1 extra level up before the end of this chapter, but there won't be many more opportunities, I'm afraid. Okay, there we go. And with this, we can spawn the chest. Seems weird room design to make you spawn a block, then spawns the chest. I would have thought that defeating the enemy could have just spawned the chest, but whatever. I suppose they wanted to make sure that there weren't any enemy corpses that were sort of in the area where the chest was going to spawn. Okay, so that's number 4 for us. So on to the next room, and as you'll see, what it does here is blocks that are spawned in the downstairs room are the opposite here. So we need to go back downstairs and whack the stone block on top of that pedestal to unlock this block. But we'll do the other floor 2 rooms first. We'll leave those for last. Righto, so what do we have here? Straight on, straight onwards, destroy all in your path. So, can't just walk through this door, nor can we hammer it. But we might be able to blow it up. There we go. And here we are with key number 5, I think. And the shy one hides his shape. The shy one hides his face. Right. So, what do we do here? Well, we have some way of letting shy people come out. So, let's just hide here. And there we go. Spawns the block. And up comes chest number 6. So now we just need to sort out the twinned block rooms, and we can get this place sorted. I'm going to keep Vivian out for the time being, just because I think it might cause some extra dialogue coming up, which I kind of want to see. I don't normally have her out, so it's a nice bit of an outing. Okay, and 2 things to do here. Destroy that block, and whack this block up here. So that's key number 7 for us. And there we go. So the final block hit, that gives us 8 out of 8 keys. And now we should be able to find some way to use these at the top of the tower. That said, we don't yet have the star key for the pedestal, so that's not optimal. And Vivian seems to be stuck in the ground. Yep, okay, well, can't do anything with that yet, but we will be back, I'm sure. So after a quick heal, we'll head over to the right here, and we'll notice that nothing actually stopping us going through to the next room, so we'll go and do that. And I think this is where the star key will lie. As I recall, there's some enemies in this corridor. Yep, we've got some wizards. We know these guys well. I associate these guys with being an X-Naut enemy, but I'm not actually sure they are. I think they might just be a Palace of Shadows enemy, but because there's X-Nauts around, I kind of make the association. But I'm not sure if that's actually true. In any case, they're not too tough these days, so we can press onwards. Chain Chomp here, very easy to take down. On to the next place. Yep, corridors tend to come in 3s. Everything tends to come in 3s in RPGs, so I guess we'll have 1 more enemy to take down before we are free to proceed. I don't know who it's going to be on this occasion. Or whether there'll be one at all. Apparently not. 4 is quite excessive. I'm pretty just going to dodge past these bubbles because they're not very interesting enemies to fight, frankly. We've got a save block here, implying there's something big coming up. And yes, indeed, we're into cutscene mode. That means something's happening. Who are you? And oh dear, it's our 3rd dragon of the run. The thing is that the game thinks this is going to be your 2nd dragon, so it's actually significantly easier than Bone Tail. which means this is not going to be a particularly difficult... gigantic with mossy teeth. Monster fits the bill. And yep, it's the sister of Hooktail. And yep, she hasn't ridden recently. So this is Gloomtail, who's significantly tougher, but not too bad still. And actually useful to have Vivian out for this fight because she can hide you in the darkness. First fresh meat in ages, and there we go. So, quick chance to add to our tattle log here because we can add Gloomtail to our log, which I think takes us to 117 out of 124. HP 80, attack 8, defense 2. Not too bad, given that we've got 30 HP to get through. So, I think the main attack is undodgeable, but I can power bounce on the feet to start with. So start taking some significant chunks out of the health bar. There we go, down to Super Gloomtail 64. And yep, this I think is unsuper guardable. So you have to either get lucky or just do a normal guard. Anyway, multi-bonk here, might as well get started. Yeah, once you've got Power Bounce and multi-bonk powered up, there really isn't much that bosses can do to stand in your way. Because we're already halfway through the health bar. Oh, and an Earthquake attack, which I had forgotten that Gloomtail has. Umella's getting a little bit low on the old HP. So I'm wondering if there's any benefit to going over to a different enemy, a different partner. Yeah, Vivian, why not? Because Vivian can protect against some of the breath attacks. Might as well try and set Gloomtail on fire as well for a little bit of extra damage. There we go, fire attack there, so down to 34 and with HP dripping down thanks to the fire. Okay, another power bounce here, makes sense. Down below 20. And another turn should finish Gloomtail off, but there may be, yeah, stat boosts yet to come. So this makes the attacks very, very dangerous. The Earthquake attack now does 19 damage, which will finish me off in one go. I do have some life shrooms, so it's not too urgent, but yeah, not willing to mess about, frankly. So I'll just do all the maximum damage I can. Quick multi-bonk to soften her up. And Mario should be able to do the job. There we go. Now, is she going to eat the audience like Hooktail? No. She is just gone. And there we go. 23 XP for us. Probably the last, one of the last big dumps we're going to get in the game. That's the first boss of the Palace of Shadow down. Unless you count the Dark Bones, which I don't because you fight 2 of them. And, yeah. Is this going to be some kind of immense badge? Some kind of superb power-up? Well, I guess we're going to find out. And nope, it's the star key for the tower. And if we just head back here, there is a destructible wall, which is very easy to miss because it's so gloomy in here. And we'll see if there's anything worthwhile in here. Dark corridor. And yeah. Ultra Shroom, ultimately okay to have, but not superb. Jam and Jelly, again, nice. Don't really need it, but I don't need a stopwatch more. So, is there a hidden third block? It feels like a very Paper Mario thing to do to stick one in between them. I'm wondering if Mel's has anything to tell us about this. I'll let the stopwatch expire so she doesn't count that as a collectible. Nope, that's it. That was all that we get from destroying that wall, which is, frankly, a little bit of a cheat, because, you know, by this point, items, while sometimes useful, you've generally got healing blocks and stuff nearby, so you don't really need them. But, yeah, this is the corpse of the final dragon of the game, and, yep, no more dragons until Super Paper Mario after this point. So now that we've got the star key, we can head back to the tower and sort out what we're doing with those keys. Right, so back to the tower, and let's head in there and sort this out. The ease with which we defeated Gloomtail makes me think that the rest of this chapter should be fairly easy, but there are still a couple of tough bits to come. The final boss of this game is no joke, even when you're level 30 or 31, as I will be by that point. You can very easily die, and yeah, our stats are spec'd such that I'm not as vulnerable as I usually am when I play through this game, because I'm usually doing Danger Mario, so any significant whack will take me down fairly quickly, but you know, even without that, it's not an easy fight. I'm just going to check around the edges here, because this would be the sort of place where earlier in the game we would have expected to find star pieces, but I don't know if we will on this occasion. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so up to the top of the tower and pop the star key in. And it's fairly simple from this point out. We just have to elevate these pedestals. And, well, we've got 8 keys. There are 8 pedestals. Easy enough to slot these in. Curiously, they all use the same key, so I don't know why you'd have to get rid of... You could just do it with one key and just repeatedly use it, but... Oh well. Evidently they're different, and Mario just knows instinctively which ones go in which pedestal. Righto, and with all of them activated, the astrolabe starts spinning. It's rather a beautiful animation, I always thought. A lot of effort gone into this for a relatively small part of the game. So what have we done? We have activated something further in the palace. Yep, so if you didn't get... That's why I think there's no good rewards in the room behind Gloomtail, because once you've done this bit, you can't then access it again. It is locked off, so it just has to be disposable items. And they can be quite good disposable items, the Jam and Jelly and the Ultra Shroom, but yeah, you're not getting any rare badges or anything out of that for that reason. Which I think is rather a shame, because they could have put in a way to get back to the Gloomtail room, just through a secret passage or something. Alright, with the planetarium activated, let's head back out, and back down we go. But not before we hit our second boss of the level. We've been waiting for you, Mario. And it's Frankly. What are you doing here? Thank you so much for opening the door for us, Mario. Yes, that was nice. Thanks to your do-good and predictability, my plan is progressing very smoothly. Sis, how dare you? And what do you mean about us opening the door for you? Still don't see it? Ah, such fools. The Professor Frankly you were with when you opened the 1,000-year door was none other than this little freak in a sheet. Yep, my name's Dupless, but... The real Frankly is sleeping off a nasty bump on the head in a closet somewhere. Poor thing. And once we get rid of you here, our plan will be nearly complete. Ready for the end, my dears? You and that traitor Vivian have a date with eternity. That's right, Slick. Eternity. Shut up, freak. Okay, right, sorry. Yeah, she's a bit of a bully, Beldam. So, yeah, I wanted to get the special Vivian dialogue for this encounter, but, yeah, it's time for our second boss battle. I think we've already got these guys scanned, so, won't be any need for the tattle log, which gives us an extra turn to attack. Basically, with these guys, you tend to want to just take them out one by one, because reduces the amount of incoming damage. So, we'll get out Gimbella, start on Beldam, because she's the dangerous one with the environmental attacks, so, you don't want to get frozen in this battle. Power bounce just to be safe. There we go. And that's our first one down. Oh, I think we might well get a level up out of this. Dupless's attacks are quite easy to super guard. Miriam's less so, whatever her name is. Marilyn. But again, Multi-Monk and Power Bounce will take them down very easily. So that was something like 30 damage within a turn there with Power Bounce. This is very useful. And he can copy Mario all he likes, but it won't reduce his HP, won't stop us reducing his HP down. And sadly, he doesn't inherit the Wario costume, which is a bit of a shame, because we can now tell them apart. Right, and can I do 25 damage in a single Power Bounce? I reckon I can, but let's give this a go. Yep, easy. Down he goes. So not a very difficult boss battle at all. There we go, 39 XP, and that takes us way over into level 31. So for what might be the final time of this game, I'm going to put some points into BP. Up to 72. We've nearly hit the cap, which is 99. I don't know how I'd spend an extra 27 badge points, really. Actually, I'd probably find a way, but there's more badges in this game than there are points to equip them, so you can't just equip everything. And, yep, there we go. Okay, so 3 more badge points to equip. What shall I do with them? I can't believe I didn't have Spike Shield equipped. That's going on very soon. Although I'm thinking now, are there spiky enemies remaining? I don't know that there are. Oh, there's Bowser. Sorry, that was a spoiler, but you do fight Bowser later. But I can always put that on before I fight him, because that happens after a cutscene, so I know it's coming. Yeah, I think no Spike Shield. Honestly, I think it's just going to end up being a damage dodge, and maybe Close Call P may help me keep my partners alive a bit longer if they get down to low health, so I'll go with that. It's a very workmanlike new loadout, but it should help do the job. Okay, so now we can head down the stairs here. There's a few blocks and so on that I will want to coops my way towards, although I can also ultra jump them, so just quickly take out this wizard and then we'll get that. Now at the point where we can take down wizards in a single round of jump attack, which is very nice. Got the classic wizard cloaking effect, but easy enough to take down with a power shell. And there we go. Nice and easy. 3 XP there, but I would doubt we'll get to level 32 by the end of this run. There's just not enough enemies left to go. It's really only bosses that are giving us any significant XP at the moment. But I might as well get the Thunder Rage. What can I replace? Spike Pouch. Don't need a Spike Pouch. More wizards to take down. Okay, so I was wrong about Flurry's outing in the tower being the last one, because there is a little paper wall to remove here. Then another partner ability required, because we've got a Yoshi over this gap. Right, so what do we have here? Looks like another puzzle room. So first off, whack this block, and okay, so that extends that out for us, but doesn't give it very long. So what we've got to do, there's a couple of ways we could do this, I would think. One way, yeah, the obvious way is with coops. So hold coops there. This game kind of serves as an ensemble cast. This chapter kind of serves as an ensemble cast of all the partner abilities you've got throughout the game. Repel flag just makes you dodgy. I don't need that. Okay, so a couple of things here. We've got to collapse these blocks in order to get past. There will be stuff on the floor that we don't want to mess with, so I'm going to have to head in this room to the left first. And I can drop the green block there. I presume the yellow block as well. I'm not sure if that's advisable. We might need to have one up and one down. It's the sort of puzzle this game would pull. But we'll see. Yeah, having them both down means the place is uncrossable, so it'll need to be the yellow one up and the green one down. Okay, with that done, we should be able to Yoshi across here, just about. It's quite a wide gap, but we should be able to make it. There we go. And, okay, what do we got ourselves here? I'm just going to jump down here. Okay, and what we got here is a... I think we're going to ride the purple one up, I'm guessing. Ah, okay. What if I... There we go. Jump across here quickly. Oh, messed that up. Okay. There's going to be a few... So what we want to do is get into that middle gap there, but that's quite a tricky jump. It might involve Yoshi. So quickly swap over there. There we go. And now I'm guessing I need to be in tube form for this, so I can jump and clear that gap. Right, and what's behind here? And more importantly, what have I missed out by not going up first? Okay, can I Yoshi across this gap, or is it just too wide? Oh, bugger. Okay, no I can't. I need to go on those pipes on the roof. Got it. Okay, and can we climb over to the right? That's an important question. No. So we've got to head through this door instead. Got it. Okay, and so what do we got here? So if I whack this block, I can't get up there in time for it to not retract by the time I get there. I can't get enough space to hold coops. And I can't Yoshi, even with Yoshi, I can't get up there quick enough because it involves climbing steps. So I'm reckoning the best way to do this is to chuck Bobbery down and have him explode. And then hop across quickly. There we go. Then a quick chain chomp to take down. Okay, so there are stars here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, and 6 need to be activated. Okay, 1, 3, 4, and 6. Got to remember that. So, locked door up here. Going to need a key for that. Got ourselves some kind of rotating platform here, which we haven't managed to activate yet. If I coops off this bottom platform, I can grab the key with him. Ah, live stream here. That's actually genuinely useful from one of these item boxes for once. Don't really need an ice storm. I don't see it coming in useful. Okay, now here we go. So what do we need? First need to take down this wizard. That was a solo wizard, so not particularly hard to take down at all. So what do we need? 6, 4, 3, and 1. And there we go. So that's that puzzle done. And when we get back to the next room, that I would imagine that sort of rotating platform arrangement will be going. Okay, so over there, nice and easy. Not very much a challenging bit of platforming for us, really. The bit in Riverside Station was probably harder than that with the rotating platforms. Okay, and interestingly, there's a little notch taken out of the corner of that block. Is that a visual effect, or is that something we can flurry aside? Aha, it is a flurry thing. And now that we've got the Ultra Hammer, we can destroy that nice and easily. Then a butt slam through this panel. Find ourselves on the lower floor. Get just a coin out of that. I assume there's something different. Yep, thought so. That's a point swap. That is a useless item. Just need to carefully work our way along here. Bit of agile movement from us. And that should get us through to this room on the right. Okay, and now we've got an interesting thing. We've got a paper plane panel. We're also incidentally nearing the end of this, so only a few more puzzles to go. So, once again, we got ourselves a chain chomp to deal with. Now that guy's down, we can see we got ourselves another block and a panel that extends. I think with this one, it is a Yoshi one. We've got to whack it and then zoom up there as quickly as possible. Although I don't see a reason we couldn't coops it. No, in fact, I'm wrong, and it's not a Yoshi one. No, we can't coops it because it's not on the bloody ground. Right. We were nearly there last time, so I reckon we can just about make it. I don't think this would be possible if you're wearing the Slow Go badge, which, I know it's a bit of a gimmick, but yeah, that was very, very close, even with normal movement speed. Right, that's Palace Key for us. Can't remember where that goes, but I'm sure we'll need it. Okay, down to the bottom of here. We're going to get back up to the paper plane panel at the end of the room. Oh, that guy's got a Power Plus badge. That's interesting. Okay, gonna have to think about this one. So what I need to do, basically, is take down the first 3 of these guys, and then not hit him, and then have Koops take out the remainder of them. Then withstand this attack. And we can tell which one's real because it's got the badge on it, which helps an awful lot. Okay, so switch over to Mrs. Mouse. This is the first time I've ever used this in this run, I think. Kiss Thief lets you steal badges. It's the reason that Mrs. Mouse is useful. Okay, so we've got to hit in the perfect place. And there we go. We've stolen the badge. So now we've got to win the battle. And that should let us have that. And then we can equip it, and I'll get an extra +1 on my damage. It's very rare you get that as a drop, so I'm very happy with that. And double XP, even better. Only takes us to 2, but you know. So I want to get that equipped as soon as possible, frankly. And a quick damage dodge and all or nothing and equip Power Plus. Now that doesn't net improve my damage output yet, but if I can get another level in, it will mean that I can re-equip All or Nothing, get another +1. Plus, for the moment, it reduces the risk of losing all your damage output entirely. So, use this palace key here. Missed out on a live stream, but we've got plenty of them. I think we've got about 4, so we're not in a particular need. And yes, here we go. We're in some of the last bits of the game. Because we haven't got much time left, I've just de-equipped a couple of attack badges and so on so that I can equip All or Nothing again. Because having the extra damage output will be really helpful with Power Bounce. Getting it up to a starting damage of 8, and then ticking down from there will just mean we can put out vast amounts of damage. So yeah, the fact there's a healing block and a save block together means things are getting serious. And yeah, we are coming to the end. Here we go. This room gives me a super bad feeling, Mario. What is this chamber? Well, not one with the star piece hidden behind the staircase, which is not a good sign at all. But on this round platform in the middle, yep, it's Brodus himself. We finally meet, Mario. I've been looking forward to this, I must admit. So, this chump is the leader of the X-Lords. Yes, correct. I am the Supreme Leader of the Secret Society of X-Lords. Secret Society implies they're Earthbound rather than aliens, but it's never really clear. He's sort of a robot, because he's got this robot brain, but I must really express my thanks to you first. Do you know why? You have gathered together all of the crystal stars I was seeking. The last crystal star we found on the moon? What did we do? Haha, you just realised now, do you? Yes, instead of taking the few crystal stars you fools had bumbled into, it was far easier to let you find them all than open the 1,000-year door for me. How kind of you to bring them all here to me. All I had to do was entrust the last crystal star to my least competent underling. I don't suppose Crump had any idea of my plan, though. So, whether he beat you or lost to you, the crystal stars would be together and mine either way. Pure genius. Now, I thought the Shadow Sirens would do a little more to slow your progress, but it appears they are so useless that even this small task was beyond them. No matter, now I get the pleasure of sending you to oblivion. Be careful, Mario. This jerk looks totally nasty. Once you fools are gone, no one will stand in my way. Brodus will rule the world. No way we let that happen. Now come. Okay, and here we go. The third boss of the Palace of Shadows. So, we are apparently meddlesome fools, but we are meddlesome fools that are going to bash him around the head a bit. So, plenty for us to do. Now, I think these guys require tackling. The little buddies that he has. I think this is 2 more that will go in our log. So, we get Brodus X first. There we go. HP 3, attack 4, defense 0. They're not hard to take out, but they give him an impenetrable shield while they're up. So, I'm going to have to multi-bounce them. There we go. All down for us. It should mean we can attack him next turn. He has this quite nasty lightning attack, but we do have regenerating health for a bit. So, yeah, the problem is going to be taking out these guys while we do the scanning. So now I have to get him in our inventory. I think this means 119 out of 124. HP 50, attack 7, defense 1. And, yeah, he's not that tough, actually. Only 50 HP. So, I wonder if, there's no sense in doing a power bounce now, actually. We'll have to break the shield again next turn, but, just getting a decent whack in on his HP early is pretty quite a nice idea. Oh, good. Gimbella's dizzy. That's not good. Okay, what's he going to do here? Oh, just more lightning attack. Okay. Ah, the X's can attack us as well. Okay, that's actually quite nasty. Gimbella's attack's now gone up, which is helpful. But I'm going to need to... Sod it, I'm going to use a Thunder Rage. Clears the way, and now Gimbella's got this boosted attack power, which means that... Oh, brilliant. Oh, well done, stage. The stage killed her, so now I wasted a life stream, and she's out of danger, so she doesn't get the boosted attack. That's extremely frustrating. I'm going to Rally Wink, so I can get a an extra turn for Mario. And, yeah, we can now get another power bounce in on this guy. And it's full power, so he's now down to 9 HP. He's got some kind of super duper final attack, I think, which might kill Gimbella again. Oh, it's just an ice attack. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, sod it. Multi-bounce. There we go. Those guys are down, and now Goombella should be able to finish him off as revenge for killing her. Dead easy. 28 XP from that. So, yes, he has Peach, and she's in an invulnerable shield, which is not good for us because there's no X's to take down, so we're just going to see what her fate is. First time we've been reunited this entire game. Move one step and she will breathe no more. You wouldn't. Now try this. Okay. So. Yep, we're getting tortured. Solid Snake style. Right, we're gonna have to go for him, and yep, something's occurring. Yep. Koopa Koot himself, Lord Bowser, has rescued us in an inadvertent way. And I forgot to equip Spike Shield before I came in this room. I think I can jump on Mario anyway, on Bowser anyway though, because his head spikes don't count, I don't think. So, yeah, this is an annoying bit of the game because you have to face two bosses in a row without the ability to heal between them. So, yeah, here comes another one. I don't know if we've fought Kami Koopa yet, so she might be another addition to our title log. Yes, indeed, we haven't got her, so get her in the log. That takes us to 120. Okay, so she's got 50. I'm going to take her out first because she hasn't got any defense and her attacks are more elemental and therefore more dangerous. You see, we're doing a huge amount of damage with a power bounce now. Even an uncharged one took out 33 damage in one go. Okay, and now we've got Danger Goombella again, assuming that, yeah, she didn't get targeted on that occasion, so that helps a lot because we can now multi-bonk for extra damage. There we go, Kami's down. I'm going to just swap her out quickly for Vivian, maybe. And I still got to use my turn because of quick change, so start power bouncing on Bowser. Yep, Spike Shield not needed because we're not jumping on his back. And yeah, you can chomp Vivian all you want. But if I can swap out Goombella, she can multi-bonk you as well. This guy's going down very swiftly indeed. I remember to swap out Goombella here. Another power bounce. There we go. Now his jump attack is ridiculously easy to super guard, it's so slow. But yeah, not even going to bother switching out Goombella, we can just take him out this turn. 6 from Bobbery, and that was unnecessary. Thank you, Gabe. And I'm now dizzy, so this might miss, and I'm also in danger, which is a bit of a worry, but we'll give it a go. Oh, bugger. Okay, managed to get lucky on that one. All sorts going on in the stage this occasion. Well, I'd be very annoyed if 3 attacks missed in a row. It's the sort of thing this game does throw up. Yeah, there's 2. If Mario can make a hit... Oh, God, there's fog. Okay, we're definitely going to miss this. Yeah, 3 in a row. Brilliant. This, yeah, the game is really stretching this out, frankly. The explosion should dissipate the fog. Yeah, 4 attacks missed in a row. Can we get a 5th? Says it's going to do extra damage. Completely unnecessary. Might miss anyway. There we go, finally. Down goes Bowser for the last time this game. Right, so 26 more XP. I suspect probably not going to get enough to get to the next level before the final boss. But, yeah, there we are. Bosses 3 and 4 down. So Grodus disappeared, as has Peach. And yeah, heading back behind the throne. Yeah, Bowser's not in a good way. Just give him one for good luck. And Cammy too. Get ourselves a Ultra Shroom here. There's a nice prize. We can top up our health with this block. Just make sure everyone is maxed out because, yeah, there's some stuff coming up. So now heading through to the final chamber. Just going to check out my badge loadout. So we're sort of maximised for damage here. Piercing Blow I don't think I need for this. Anything I don't need I'm going to unequip basically. Power Rush, yeah, it's useful to have. Power Plus. Everything that increases damage output, good to have. Ice Power, unnecessary. Power Bounce, going to be relying on that. Hammer Throw, yeah, not going to need. Charge P, possibly. Yeah, I'll keep that equipped. Damage Dodge, yeah. Multi-Bounce, well, there's only going to be one enemy, so... Although, actually, no, there won't. So anything else? Yeah, that gives us 3 more points that we can equip somewhere. I'm going to put one into Charge, because being able to up our damage output is going to be important here. And one into Happy Heart, so I can get a bit of HP regen going on. It's a boring loadout, but it's one that will help. So, head all the way down to the bottom of this staircase. One final chest. Contains a jam and jelly. And, yep, just drop a quick save here. And let's go. Let's end this thing. So, here we go. Grodus and Peach. Too bad for you, Mario. You're too late. What's going on? Haha, look well. In the coffin behind me sleeps the legendary treasure. This tomb holds the soul of that ancient demon, the wielder of destruction. It will possess Peach's body and bring to life the most powerful witch in millennia. Possess Peach? Mario, I'm so sorry. Sending you that map caused you all this trouble, didn't it? Well, if I hadn't, he would have just got the crystal stars and done this anyway, so... With the power of the demon, I will rule this pathetic world. The time has come at last. The world will be mine. Now arise, my Shadow Queen. Yep, so the candles turn evil, which is how you know something wrong is afoot. And yep, because it's a Mario game in the GameCube era, a shadow has been cast across the town. Unfortunately, this boss fight is very, very cutscene heavy, so this is going to go on a little while. Yep, Petalburg also cast into darkness. Who has called me back? It is I, my Shadow Queen. You. Very well. Where is the vessel? It is here, this girl who lies before you. Now, not to dunk on his brilliant plan, but what if he just told the demon to occupy Mario so that Mario wouldn't fight him? Because Peach isn't going to fight him off. Or does it have to be a princess for nebulous fairy tale reasons? For a bunch of military bob-ombs, they seem to have lost their cool fairly easily. This is confusing, because I don't know why Frankly's here, because the Frankly that got into the Palace of Shadow wasn't the real Frankly, he was Duplis. And I don't know how he would have wandered in here without... I mean, he must have awakened from his bonk on the head. Anyway, here we go. We've got Goth Peach as our first phase of our final boss. Glorious Witch Queen, destroy the impudent fools. Yep, that's quite the command. And, yep, things are not going well for Grodus. Very not well for Grodus. And now, we've got to take down... Unfortunately, we've got to beat up Peach. In a sense. And yes, here's the Shadow Sirens. Plus Duplis. So you are the one truly responsible for calling me back, yes? Yes, my queen. I searched for a pure maiden that you might inhabit, and as I did, I spread the rumour of a great treasure. Yeah, so Beldam is the actual progenitor of this plan, which I think is a nice little twist, which I didn't see coming the first time I played this. Yeah, they sowed the seeds in the X-Naught mind so that the various great powers would come and find the Crystal Stars and open up the palace. And this is... yeah, so... you do get the option here to become the Queen's servant, and you can say yes, and if you do, you die. Sadly, it's a game over. So there's no bad ending to this game where Mario travels around the world doing the Queen's bidding and battering things with a hammer on behalf of the forces of darkness. So, yeah, we're going to refuse the switch. And it's time for the final boss. And the rather excellent final music. Okay, so she's very, very powerful. There's some attacks she's got that are really, really damaging, so you want to be careful. We're electrified, so we've got to first things first tattle her. And there we go, that's 121 entries in our tattle log out of 124. Max HP 150. She doesn't have any defense yet, which is nice. So, while I've still got HP to burn, I'm going to start charging up. I think that lightning attack is unsuper guardable. Might not even be regular guardable, to be honest. What can I do here? There's an argument for having Vivian out to dodge attacks, but she's more useful later. So I'm just going to start multi-bonking. No, in fact, I'm going to rally wink. And then Mario gets a chance to charge again. And one more for good luck. And she's going to, yeah, charge up her own stats there, which is not good because we need to wait for those to fade now. So, yeah, I'm going to burn some more FP and get some more charging in. It's costing me 5 FP a turn, which is a lot, but once it's done, we should be immensely powerful. Okay, so, okay, this isn't good. The hands, yeah, dragging you into the darkness involves a lot of damage, so you need to be a bit careful. Now I'm on 10. Okay, that's not good. I wonder if there's any... Yeah, sod it, I'll use a power punch on Mario. So now, even though she's got boosted defense, we should be able to get past it. So let's get this done. Oh, I messed that up, but still, a significant amount of damage. And unfortunately, yep, she is in her true form. So, annoyingly, we can't get through her defense now. We have no way of dealing damage. I might as well waste some items because it'll demonstrate this to you. Yep, nothing doing. We just got to ride this out. So, in fact, probably good advice for now is to swap over to Vivian. And what can we do here? I might have to use a quick item just to top my health up a bit. So these attacks can be guarded. I don't know if they can be super guarded. She's very difficult to get the timing right on. Okay, you can normal guard the lightning attack, apparently. I could do without you throwing rocks at me, thank you, Mr. X-Naut. So again, we just have to waste another turn because this is a you know, supposed to lose bit of the equation. Ah, this HP draining attack is really annoying because it's very hard to guard. And down goes Vivian, and that's annoying because I was hoping for that to hold out because my life shroom supply is getting a little bit low. Right, more rocks thrown at us. I think we just have to ride out 3 turns, which is annoying but not, you know, too bad. I might use a sweet feast just to top everything up. There we go, nice and topped up. That should get us back to nearly full. And as you'll see soon, it's very easy for us to just sort of waste turns. If you're thinking, can I use some of the armor-piercing attacks to get through the defenses? No, you can't. It's plot armor. So, yeah, Mrs. Mouse or Shell Shock won't work. What a troublesome little pest you are. Yep, here come the sea of hands. And down go the audience. And annoyingly, yep, that maxes out her health. So, no matter how much damage you did in the first round, that has now been restored. And we are now in some serious trouble. However, it's time for another mid-boss cutscene. I will ask you again, will you serve me? If so, I will forgive you for this. And yet, this time you don't get a choice, you have to keep fighting. But all is not lost yet. We can use the power of the crystal stars, which has never been before described. But hand wave, power of friendship, kill god, JRPG bollocks. It's the usual stuff. So, the Crystal Stars are heading out to all the lands that we helped throughout our journey, and they're going to send their thoughts and prayers, and like a Republican Party effort in the wake of a mass shooting, it's going to somehow help. So yeah, all the punies sending their best wishes. Not going to rush down to the chamber and help me fight or anything. That might be, you know, a bit like Pikmin, but also actually kind of useful. And all the guys we beat up for several hours in the Glitz Pit are coming to help us too. So here we are at the end of the game, and among others cheering us on is Luigi. So many voices, and this gives us the energy to fight through and break through the Shadow Queen's defenses. Here we go. The stars are breaking the Queen's power. Not enough to actually kill her, just to, you know, let us kill her with a hammer. Annoyingly, this is an extremely long cutscene for what is not actually that big a change in gameplay terms. So we get the last of Peach's power. And that gives us a full heal, which, you know, I could have just done with items. So, yeah, it's time to just reset the battle and start again. So back to it. We're almost there. Yep, you're not wrong. But this is still a very tough battle. So there is still stuff to do. Just dropped a quick save because if I do die, I don't want to have to go through that bloody cutscene again. Right, so first things first, multi-bounce to get those hands down. Now, let's get Goombella out. Why not? And we could start out with a multi-bonk. Not much, but it helps start chipping down the HP. Already down below 130. But there are still powerful attacks to come. Yep, indeed. 8 there, and we only restore 2 from our auto heal, so there's a lot left to go. In fact, I'm wondering if I might as well just, yeah, use a supernova. Because why not? I don't use this very much. It'll do a whole lot of damage to all the enemies on screen, so can start taking down those hands. The power of the stars expresses itself in more ways than one, Shadow Queen. And there we go. 15 damage across the board. Takes it down to 115. Now, what can we do here? Go for another multi-bonk, I think. We've got plenty of items if we need to restore FP down the line. So down she goes to 104. Ooh. There we go, and we've rolled a shine bingo. That is perfect timing, because now we're back up to full star power. And we get to restore our audience, so the star power will restore quicker. So that's a good start to this battle. Here's the undodgeable super attack, which I've accidentally invoked on myself. It does, yeah, 15 damage per, really not good, and that wastes a life stream. So, yeah, you may notice the HP has gone back up. It's because I've had to reload because the game crashed. Basically, when the Queen does her charging up, it means that, yeah, you... Oh god, we're out of life streams now. That's not good. When she does that charge up attack, it basically, yeah, causes a graphical error that makes the emulator crash. Oh, and we've rolled bonus damage on this attack. Okay, right, let's power bounce her down. Perfect. Already down to 90. I think that shine roll might be guaranteed, because I've now had it twice in a row. And that's helpful if she decides to charge up again. So, what can I do now? You know what? Over to Goombella. I'm going to start doing rally winking and charging again. I think it's a very good strategy. Oh, here come the bloody hands. So a quick charge takes us to +4 attack, and let's get in another power bounce. There we go, 45 HP remaining. Just need to be able to survive the next turn. But if she's aiming mostly at my partners, that should be doable. This may be the end of Goombella. Yep, I don't think any more live streams. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, first things first, got to take out another partner. Yeah, Bobbery. I'm going to do a Bob-Bombast, because taking down the hands is going to be quite useful. And then let's do a Power Bounce. Start getting her down. As long as I can survive the next turn. Right, 19 HP remaining. This is on the edge because I don't have any more life restoration. Okay, I've got to take her down this turn, basically, because if she hits me, I'll be down to 2 HP. But I think it's only her attack power that's up, not her defense, so I think we can do it. Right, down to 12. Oh, do not freeze us. Oh, no. Oh, God. Will this attack break our freeze status? That's the thing. Oh, my God. Okay, Peril Mario. However, this actually probably is quite good, because it means we can just take her down in one turn. Because I've got Mega Rush equipped, so 28 damage. That was extremely lucky. 1 HP remaining. There we go. That's it. That's the end of the game. You only get 1 XP from that boss, so... Yep, there we are. We have beaten it. With nearly died. Had a game crash, but my God, we got through. Well, there we go. So that's it for those sisters. They kind of disappeared, never to return. I kind of got the impression that they were maybe gearing them up to appear in a later game, maybe as a sequel, but yeah, it never happened. Super Paper Mario was completely different. So, the princess is okay, despite the fact that we've wailed on her with jumps and so on for the last, several minutes. It's all over. Yes, all in a day's work for us. The chivalrous Bob-omb helps her to her feet, which is difficult because he doesn't have arms. Okay, here's the real Professor Franklin. Although we'd be justified in sort of punting him in the head, because we might think it's just Dupless again. Right, so he still made it through. Somehow, because there's still enemies in that dungeon who he would have had to fight his way past. Okay, what's he found here? Oh, it's the real treasure of the Thousand-Year Door. Let's see what it is. Okay, apparently not. So, back on the docks, and we're leaving. That's too bad. Having you around really did wonders for my research. Oh, Professor, we'd never let you monopolise Mario for your research anyway. Besides, you said I could be your research assistant for next turn. Ah, so Goombella's sorted out herself a nice little position there. Even after you leave here, please don't forget about us, alright? And we in return will wish that you find all the best in the future. Never give up, Mario. That's the most important thing I learned from you. Thanks, Mario. Just promise me you'll think of me now and again, okay? Mario, thanks to you I found courage and inner strength. I don't know how to say this, but I think I like myself more since I've known you. And I feel like I've grown closer to my dad. It's also hard to put into words. My dear, dear Mario, I'm ready to make my comeback in the theatre now. I found so many things on this journey that I can only express on stage. And with these new themes, I am so ready for that wonderful spotlight again. Please do come see me once we've finished rehearsing. But bring Peach too, dear. Gonzalez. Oh yeah, wait, I've got to stop doing that. It's Mario, right? Well, you'll always be Gonzalez to me, man. Because I was born in the Glitz Pit, and Gonzalez is and always will be the champ. So let's meet again, Gonzalez. I mean it, man. Mario, I feel like I've grown to never mind. Yeah, I sure do think that you and Peach make a nice couple. I'll never forget my time travelling with you, so don't forget me either. Well, old boy, it was most agreeable that I had the chance to meet you. If not for you, then my dear Scarlet would still gaze down on a broken bob-omb. But now I'm off to sea again. I know Scarlet would have wanted it that way. Let's see each other again, Mario, and this time, let it be on the high seas, old boy. Well, it's time for us to part, my little cheese hunk, but I will not say farewell, because you're welcome here anytime. And since you're welcome, you should come anytime you please, sweetie. Now be careful, and until we meet again, adieu. Interesting that she has dialogue, because she's an optional partner, so they did good work sort of programming her in. Well, the boat's almost here. Mario! Oh, it's the Punies. Oh, we made it just in time. Take these with you. We brought them so you'd have something to eat on the boat. Yummy. These are very fresh mushrooms. Ah, thanks. 5 HP for me. How lovely. Thank you. Everyone, if not for all of you, the world would have fallen into a horrible darkness. But your brave hearts strove for peace and saved this world. I don't know how to thank you, but I know that the entire world is in your debt. What nonsense. We're the ones who should be thanking you, Princess. Well, for getting kidnapped. If you hadn't come to our little town, we'd all be puppets for the Shadow Queen and Grodus. Well, I mean, no, because you wouldn't have got kidnapped and turned into the Shadow Queen's vessel. That's just... whatever. Look, Your Highness, I see the boat. Take care, everyone. Farewell. So yeah, it's the boat that brought us here. Forgive my lateness, sir. I must have dozed off a bit. But please, come on board. I'll get you folks back at full steam. Set a course for the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh, interesting. So Rogueport isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom. Okay. Well, there we are. I wonder if these guys are going to stay friends. Well, we'll actually get to find out a little bit about them. There's some post-game stuff that goes on, so... They're all such lovely people, don't you think? I don't have too many good memories of Rogueport, what with the kidnapping and all, but it really is a vibrant town full of love for life, isn't it? And also the gallows. Mario, I was very frightened when they took me. But, well, Tech was really there for me and helped me get through it all. And I knew that you would come to help me as well. I always believe in that. Thank you, Mario. Maybe I should listen to Toadsworth and behave more like a princess from now on. Mario, look out there. Rogueport's positively shining. It's so beautiful. It's turned a kind of sickly yellow. It doesn't look very good, to be honest, like a sea made of urine. You can see the train poking out there at the back. Yeah, farewell, Rogueport. Wow, that's crazy, bro. You had a pretty rough time of it, didn't you? But now that Peach is safe, I guess everything's okay. Really, though, how amazing is it that you saved the world again? Again, bro. And say, it's been a little while since then. Are you ready for a new adventure? Yeah, you're the man, bro. I wonder what everyone who travelled with you is up to. Dear Mario, what's up? Goombella here. I'm still here working with Professor Frankly. We beat the Shadow Queen, but there's tons of Rogueport lore we still don't get. So my research with the Professor goes on and on. With the info I gathered with you, we have lots of great leads now, though. Mario, like I always said, every myth contains a kernel of truth. Speaking of which, know what was in the chest that the Professor recovered? You're totally not going to believe when I tell you, it's a secret. Ha, but I'll tell you next time I see you. As part of my research, I did go back to many of the places we visited. I saw everyone we travelled with, too. Koops is living peacefully in Petalburg with his dad and Koopy-Koo. And Mario, guess what Koops wants to do now? He wants to become mayor of Petalburg and live there in peace. Can you imagine? Still, it might just be perfect for him, come to think of it. He's so much more of an adult now than when you left Rogueport. Still, I think Koopy pretty much has him wrapped around her little finger. Flurry's back on stage in a big way, and the crowds are totally ecstatic. And the play she's doing right now is the story of our adventure. Yeah, it's called Paper Mario. I saw it twice. It was totally the best play ever. And somehow, Dupless has joined the troupe as an actor. Who saw that coming? His transformation skills are serving him well, but it still kind of creeps me out. Oh, and little Edgar? Yeah, he's fighting solo in the Glitz Pit. He says he's getting pretty close to a title match even. Isn't that just adorable? Oh yeah, he's calling himself the Great Gonzalez Jr. in the ring, by the way. It's sort of silly, but kind of cute too, don't you think? Oh, and wait, I have to get this exactly right or he'll get so mad at me. He said that next time he could totally take you in the ring now, so bring it. I guess he doesn't change. Isn't that too cute? Vivian's gone back to hang out with her sisters. Family is important, after all. Now that the Shadow Queen has been defeated, I don't think Beldam's into evil. Oh, and Beldam also promised she would never be mean to Vivian ever again. Yep, I think the three sirens are going to live pretty peacefully from now on. But you should totally go visit her sometime. Bobbery goes out to sea every day now with Cortez. I think his soul has healed. I ran into him on Keel Hill Key by accident the other day, which was nice. He was so happy I thought he was going to blow up on me for a second there. You know, I bet Scarlett is looking down on him and smiling right now. Oh, and I almost forgot. Everyone on Keel Hill Key is well, and they say hello. Mrs. Mouse is still running the badge shop in Rogueport, so she's happy. She comes over to Frankly's sometimes to visit. But as usual, as soon as she sets foot outside the shop, she turns into a badge ninja. She said just the other day that she had found some super rare badge, actually. That's our globe-trotting, mystery-making, flirting little badge thief, hum. I don't remember this bit at all. In my travels, I heard a rumour that Lord Crump and Grodus were both still alive. I guess that makes them pretty tenacious baddies, doesn't it, Mario? But they've mellowed a lot, just like Beldam has, and I don't expect more trouble. Plus, I hear Grodus is just ahead, which really cuts down on mischief making. Speaking of miracle survivals, guess whose favourite calculator is still computing? He says he really wants to see you and Peach again. Bit contrived, but okay. Well, I'm totally rambling at this point, so I guess I'd better wrap it up. I just want to say, even though things got tough, I'm grateful for our time together. And there is one thing that kind of weighed on me and I never got to express to you. See, well, maybe that's best kept a secret. So there's 3 of Mario's partners have a crush on him. It's getting kind of ridiculous by this point. Not least because none of them are humans. So, please say hi to Peach for me, okay? Till we meet again, your friend Goombella. Hey, that's awesome, bro. Sounds like everyone's doing great over there. Someone here? Excuse me, sirs. Ah, it's Toadsworth. And Peach. Hello, Mario. Hello, Luigi. Please allow me to apologise for coming unannounced, but I was cleaning out the storeroom in the castle the other day and I found something rather amazing. Yes, Toadsworth found a treasure map, and I'm sure it will lead to real treasure this time. I just know it. So, Mario, you'd love to look for treasure, isn't that right? The boat's waiting for you. Oh no, not again. So with that jaunty little tune, there we are. That's the end of the game. So, as we watch the credits roll, I think we have to do some reflection on Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, is it a perfect game? Probably not. Some of the battles get a little bit repetitive and long after a while. There's bits of the story that are a a little bit flabby, and some of the levels that don't work all that well, particularly Chapter 4, I think is very backtracky and annoying. However, as an overall package, I think it's absolutely brilliant and really holds up 16 years on. One of the finest games for the GameCube, possibly the finest, and definitely worth a play if you haven't got around to it already. We will be doing an episode where I sort of mop up some of the remaining stuff. There's a little bit of post-game content. Not very much, but, you know, the odd Easter egg. And we need to round up all star pieces, we need to do the troubles, we need to finish filling out our catalog. We might even do the recipes if I can be asked, because that takes ages. But there is still stuff to do, and I would really like to call this a 100% complete run. So there'll be maybe a couple of episodes more after this, but for now, I think it's time to reveal what is going to happen next time, and that is going to be that we're going to start a new series on Saturdays, and that is going to be another one of my favourite games ever. Another RPG, slightly darker in tone, slightly different, but nonetheless charming for it. It is going to be Mother 3. If you haven't played that before, I wouldn't be surprised, because it's one of the more obscure Nintendo games, particularly for the Game Boy Advance, because it came out in 2006, way after the DS had been released, and never came out in Europe. We will be playing the fan translation by Tomato. Don't worry, it's a very good fan translation. He's a professional translator. It's been absolutely perfectly done, and I'd highly recommend it if you haven't played it. But if you want to play along with that, then I'll give you a week in order to get your stuff in order, so you can get that game together and get ready to start playing. But I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. So as more incredibly heavily compressed images flow across the screen, we can start saying goodbye to Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. I am really grateful for you watching this all the way through, if you have. And if this is your first time watching it, we'll go back and catch the other parts, because, you know, there's bits there that you will probably enjoy. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Robin. This has been Digital Wilds, and this has been Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Thank you very much, and goodbye.